All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. No compromising, no mixing it to fix it. Shalom to all the Akim and the few Akwat who may be listening. This is your brother Bataka Yahweh from the GMS camp here in Chicago, coming back at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And we're going to jump into this clip first, and then we're going to get into the scriptures, Lord willing.
La costillita.
La bandeja familiar china. La bandeja. Más boricua en Puerto Rico.
¡Ay, Dios mío!
Saludos, mi gente, con el pollo naranja Oriental China. Y vamos a hacer la bandeja familiar china más boricua en Puerto Rico. Saludos, Charlie, ¿cómo estás?
Todo bien, todo bien.
Y nos fuimos para la bandeja familiar, gente. Empezamos con qué. Chicken pepper ahí. En pepper, gente tiene domén, tiene arroz, tiene mojones, tiene el tipo, esta es la bandeja. Y nos fuimos con el arroz, tiene domén por acá. Esta bandeja está brutal familiar. Bueno, mi gente, estamos empezando a hacer la bandeja familiar china más boricua en Puerto Rico. No, bueno, mi gente, para el lomen, ¿esto es un lomen que estamos haciendo ahora?
Sí, lo main para la bandeja.
El lomen para la bandeja. Oh, video. Hermano, ¿y cuánto tiempo te llevas cocinando?
Oye, llevo 8 años.
8 años cocinando. ¡Wow! ¡Qué para allá aquí! Increíble, mi gente. Sí, se fue para gente, para allá, gente. Tiene el lomen para la bandeja. Vamos a la otra parte de la bandeja. Rayete, tigre, pollo frito, mi gente. Papita. Mira, para allá, qué clase de bandeja vamos a aumentar. Y los tostones con ajo, mi gente. Ay, los tostones con ajo para la bandeja. Y por ahí viene, mi gente, la bandeja china más monumental boricua en Puerto Rico. Wow, hermano, eso está bien grande ahí.
Sí, tenemos aquí el arroz frito.
Arroz frito.
Chicken pepper.
Y la gente puede pedir cualquier otra carne, ¿verdad? Miren para allá qué clase de pollo y eso, mi gente, son gigantes los pollos fritos aquí. Esto es el lomen, papita frita, tostones con ajo. Ese ajo quedó riquísimo, hermano. ¿Para cuánta gente da esta bandejita?
Para 5 o 6 personas.
Para 5 o 6 personas con hambre. ¿Y cómo pueden venir para acá?
Bueno, estamos en la carretera 867, kilómetro 5.0, Barrio Ingenio, en Toa Baja.
En Toa Baja. Y en Facebook e Instagram, ¿dónde te puedes conseguir?
Oriental China Restaurant.
Oriental China. Oye, muchas gracias por recibirnos, mi gente. Esta bandeja está monumental. Es chino, pero es boricua.
¡Ay, Dios mío! ¡Monumental!
¡Monumental! Saludos, mi gente, bendiciones. Si quieres ir a este o 1080.
All right, that's enough of that. Salakia. This ain't the food channel or nothing, but I just had to play the whole video to get the point across now. That Moabite looking cat that was cooking, man, that dude is a Jake. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking he an Ephraimite, but you know, whatever he is, the dude is a Jake. All right, now, you know, I've been, I grew up around a lot of Ephraimites. My mom is an Ephraimite, and I've been to Puerto Rico a number of times, all right? And I've been to the Chinese restaurants out there, and I've seen the Chinese spots with real Moabites in there. And that dude ain't like one of them real Moabites, all right? That dude got the spirit of Jake on him. And you can tell from the way he talks and from the way he was moving while he was making the food. But we're going to get right to it. Salakia. This is Jeremiah chapter 12 and verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. All right, so the point being is that Israel is a speckled bird. All right, so just because somebody doesn't look like John Shaft or doesn't look like Ricky Martin or Ricky Ricardo doesn't mean that they're not an Israelite. All right. Israel was scattered into all nations, and we're going to get into that, Lord willing. And so it's going to be Israelites that come looking like all nations, even Israelites that look like Edomites too. All right. And of course, like Moabites or whatever, in this case, in the video that was played, that cat looked like a Moabite, but he was an Ephraimite or some other type of Jake. This Isaiah 16:4. All right. Let mine outcast dwell with thee, Moab. Be thou a covert to them from the face of the spoiler, for the extortioner is at an end, the spoilers cease, and the oppressors are consumed out of the land. All right. So this here is letting you know that, certain Israelites would be hidden amongst the Moabites. All right. Because Jacob end up going over there, popping a Moabite woman, and then they son will pop another Moabite woman, and so on and so forth until all the children look like Moabites. All right. But they still Jake because they father, they original, if you go back far enough in their patrilineal line, you'll find an Israelite that looks like an Israelite, so-called, that looks so-called black, or that looks so-called Hispanic or whatever. But, through the process of time and through the process of mixing with the Moabite women, the children would take on the appearance of a Moabite, but they'll still have the spirit of Jake in them because their fathers would all be Israelites. Okay. I'll go to James 1:1. It's the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of Yahweh and the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. All right, and the point is plain and simple. Just want to get the point across that Israel has been scattered abroad among all nations, and therefore, it's only natural for certain Israelites to look like those other nations, but still in the spirit be Israelites, okay? Another cat that looks like a Moabite, that's an Israelite, is Bruce Lee. All right, and you can just tell off of the spirit that he got on him. All right, I'm going to go to Leviticus, Salakia 26. I think I wanted to start at 8. No, I didn't. 14. Salakia. All right, so this is Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 14. But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant. All right, so I just got these two verses right here to establish that the Lord had a covenant with Israel that he established originally, that he gave through Moses. All right. And that covenant came with rules and regulations. And if we were to follow the rules and regulations that the covenant had a part of it, that the covenant laid out, Salakia, then we would be in a good case, and the Lord would always, be with us, and not Salakia. The Lord would always, protect us, or not give us away to our enemies, etc. But if we didn't keep those laws that the covenant established, we would be punished for that. So I'm just establishing right now that the Lord said if we didn't hearken unto the covenant and hearken unto the commandments, that we was going to be punished. And I'm going to go down now to get the one of the parts of the punishment that's pertinent to this lesson. All right, so we're going to jump down to verse 33. This Leviticus 26 and 33. I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste. Then shall the land enjoy her Sabbaths as long as it lieth desolate, and ye be in your enemy's land. Even then shall the land rest and enjoy her Sabbaths. All right. So one of the punishments that we will be given if we didn't keep the covenant and keep the commandments, which we didn't do, so we had to endure these punishments. One of them was to get scattered abroad, like it says, among the heathen here in verse 33. All right, now it explains why Israelites will come back after the covenant was broken and we were scattered. That Israelites will come back looking like they from other nations because we were scattered abroad. All right. And just another side point, even if you look at the land of Israel today, it's a desolate wasteland right now. Desert, you can't really grow anything there. They have to bring trees in from other countries. and plant them there. They can't just grow things there because the land is desolate, because the true inhabitants of that land are not in that land and are serving a punishment right now. So while the land is in possession of enemies, the land is desolate, like it says here. Okay. But with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the men of great millstone, as well as those men that preach and teach the likewise doctrine. Shalom to all the Akim and a few Akwat who may be listening. Until next time, Lord willing, Shalom.